seconds left on the clock there, and look at that. The leaders of the TCR race are in with the leaders of the Pro race, and Kelvinder Singh has just been blocked by Ayman Haziq. That was a brilliant maneuver there. Ayman Haziq not only has gone and defended from Kelvinder Singh, but he's given the position to Muhammad Taki. Taki is now right behind Ayman Haziq. The clock is done. I think the checkered flag will come out at this lap. Coming around the final corner there, Ayman Haziq is in first place. Taki's managed to steal it from Kelvinder Singh. Ayman Haziq takes it home. Taki in second place and Kelvinder Singh in third. And that is a very, very relieved Mika Hakimi there that we saw there. Ayman Haziq, the biggest smile you've ever seen on a sim racer. He is sweating away there.
LamboPlace.
Dalam minit ni cerita. Oh, sedap pergi tu.
Ini bukan sesi karaoke guys. Sekarang Macil ingin mengucapkan selamat Hari Raya kepada semua yang menyambut Hari Raya, dan juga kepada yang ingin balik raya, sila rancang perjalanan anda supaya selamat sampai ke destinasi. Saya serahkan live ini kepada Max dan Budi.
Terima kasih, Michael. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome to the final post-season show.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is actually a post-season show.
Or season post show. Either which way, we're in a very festive mood this time around because we're doubling up as our official Tires Raya show.
Yeah. Well, when Michael was singing just now, I was into the mood.
Oh yeah, just about ready to.
We are rioting early. Okay.
Yeah. So, for those of you who've just joined us, this is the season post show here on the Trumpet International Racing E-Series. I'm your host for this evening, Max Palmer, and with me in the studio we have Inche Budi in the studio.
Well, Max, we are actually into the vibe. You see, the color of our shirt, of our baju Melayu, is actually the same color as the tires.
Yeah, we are color coordinated
Yes,
today.
exactly. The theme is just fit perfectly with us.
Absolutely brilliant stuff. Indeed, and it has been a brilliant season, hasn't it? We've seen a lot of action, a lot of high-speed chess, a lot of really close calls, and a lot of way too close calls. And
well, I would say for the whole season, Max, it is actually, we see a lot of improvement towards our driver, how they race, how they adapt to all the different kind of stage of race, and how they adapt to other people's strategies and so on. And it is really brilliant.
Absolutely. We're going to have a look at all of that, plus interviews with the drivers. We have a special guest in the studio, Mika Hakimi, along with, of course, Michael Hafiz, who will be joining us later on during the broadcast. So before then, we're going to have a very, very special thank you to our sponsors. And of course, a special thanks goes out to our main sponsors, LamboPlace. With their 5G guarantee, you will not go wrong. Tune in to get some fantastic merchandise there at LamboPlace.com. Our co-sponsors for this event are Stratus and Excitix. This event being organised by Trumpet, Adrenaline Impact, and Vertex Esports, and our media partners GK and Galeri and Drive Safe and Fast.
Okay, not to forget our official gaming chair, sponsored by Toda, and this is the Zuhud model, and it is really good. Absolutely.
We can talk to him a bit more about this chair later on once we go and talk to Michael, but it looks and feels amazing.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
So there you have it. Of course, for those of you who've just joined us, you've missed out on an awful lot of good fun there. Umar says, apa yang
merasukimu? Okay. Power Max, Power Budi, Umar Aziz, apa yang merasukimu? Now the Raya mood have been merasuki I.
We're full of that Raya spirit there well. We have a few more of the guys coming in through the studio there, and it's a nice, easy, chilled out night there. Zax1 says, Max Hampton, nyanyi lagu Raya satu.
Kalau Max, dia satu tak cukup, bang.
Maybe for another stream. So for those of you who've just joined us, obviously we've had a fantastic season that's just gone past us. You can still watch it on Facebook Live and on YouTube for all of the wonderful racing action that's gone past. But for those of you who've just joined us, this is the Trumpet International Racing E-Series. 2 classes competing for a grand total of 10,000 ringgit prize pool. And we can reveal who's going to win that prize pool tonight.
Oh, that was actually very exciting news for us, Max. We have been waiting and seeing those racing here in this season for the whole 6 race, including the multi-class yesterday. And it was absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, and yesterday's race was something else entirely. Having those 2 teams mixed up, the AM class, the Porsche class, and the TCR class mixed together was really quite spectacular. It brought a whole new dimension to the motor race, and who knows, maybe we might do that for an entire season. So do leave a comment down below and tell us what you think about that idea there.
Yeah, for those who doesn't tune in yesterday, we are actually live from Sebring yesterday. So today we are celebrating Raya also at Sebring lah. We cannot find ticket home lah.
Yeah, we ran out of budget there, so I think
No,
we're going to take a sampan back.
the budget is there, but the runway it's jam lah. Come on, it's Raya what? So of course the runway jam, or the airway also jam.
Yeah.
It's really hard for us.
So we have a serious traffic congestion issue. The highway out of here back to come all the way back here is going to be very difficult indeed to deal with. But of course, before we head into all of the exciting moments from our final round of the championship there, it's nice to have a little bit of a chat with about the racetrack. And the racetrack was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, the racetrack. Wow, that was absolutely a really good racetrack, and we see a lot of mistake here and there.
Yeah.
But well, we expect that when we are racing in Sebring. It is actually in Sebring in Florida.
Absolutely, one of the very few sort of road racing mixed surface courses, and that is to say that it's got tarmac and concrete driving around the racetrack as well.
Not to say how narrow in some places it is, and it is really hard for the cars to maneuver away from the traffic.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the real challenge. I think, Sebring has just about everything apart from elevation change. And even then, there is a little bit of elevation change around the track there, mostly in the form of bumps, which are another hazard around Sebring.
No, it's like mostly like a little bump. No, it's not a little bump. You can see the back side of the carbs like it's so like that. So Malvin said it is his favorite track. Well, we can see yesterday is actually everyone's favorite track.
Yeah, I absolutely enjoy driving around Sebring. I know that some of us will probably find it a little bit tricky.
No. That was one of the worst track that I have ever driven. I don't like it. It is really hard, Even in TCR, you see a lot of oversteering there. Well, we know how forgiving the TCR car is, but in Sebring, there's no such thing as forgiving, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Setup was one of the big questions, and so was tire wear and the ability to conserve tires and fuel were a huge part of the entire race.
But we see a lot of different. Yesterday we love to talk about different race strategy that those driver takes. Some people takes less tires and change less tires and decide to take less fuels, and wow, it is really brilliant, and we will see that later on.
Absolutely. We.
Wow. This is actually Han An, our one of our contestant, and he said pengulas kaca. Everybody said that to me, but I am a humble person anyway.
It's nice to know that. I was trying to put two and two together there, but it's nice to know that Han is picking up a couple of the couple of the finer points of the language from his new team boss there. That was another big story throughout the season. Han getting that job with Blue Steel Racing. We could actually ask Mika, because in a few moments' time he'll be with us in the studio there. So that was another big story, being picked up halfway through a race season for a big team and with what seems to be like quite a big future ahead of him.
You know how big this event is? It's not the prize pool that is big, but the impact that it gives towards all the racing communities, all the sim racer community in Asia is actually a pretty big impact. We have a driver from Korea, we have a driver from Philippines, we have a driver from Brunei, we even have a driver from Indonesia and Australia.
Yeah. So it was definitely an Asian series, an Asian Pacific series, and it was brilliant to have this sort of regional.
And Macau. Yeah.
Oh yes, we have Simon Sanchez
we
as
have
well.
Simon Sanchez. He is from Macau.
So there we go. So in any case, we'll have a look at the multi-class top moments there. The highlights of the race there are absolutely brilliant stuff indeed. Let's have a look first of all at the start of the race there, and as you can see there, that was Jay Chong who managed to to run a fantastic lap to get himself up on pole position. And unlike a lot of the other drivers throughout the course of the series, he decided to hold everyone back to the last possible moment before going off. And it was a tactic that worked for him. And it really gave a lot of problems to the other drivers behind him, as in to try and keep their positions or gain positions. They were all fighting around there. And look at that, there was 5 wide with the touring cars going through turn 1 there. But one of the stories here is with Jeffrey Con's rocket ship start off the start line. Their first rolling start of the season, these TCR cars, and they did very well there.
And he know exactly what to do and when to execute the restart action and the strategies, and it is really good. He managed to get from, I think it's T9 or T8 up until T1, and that was really a big hit for him. Well, you know, in T1 we have Han An and James Russell back then.
Yeah, absolutely there. So there's some prior there as well. This is Simon Sanchez giving it his all, battling with Shami Azri there. Coming out of Sunset Bend, that famous final corner here at Sebring. On your way towards the start-finish line and into the braking zone here. Simon having to hang it around the outside there. And that's the thing. With this first corner, you've got to just keep it around the outside and keep the power on to try and get any sort of pace up there. He wasn't quite able to overtake it around that time there, but I think Simon Sanchez was quite impressive throughout the course of the race.
Well, Max, turn 1. I would love to say this, but turn 1 has eaten a lot of driver yesterday.
Yeah, and you can see the final corner as well. Mika Hakimi getting very sideways there in the Blue Steel Racing car. We're definitely asking him about that. That was probably all of the steering lock in that Porsche used up to try and save that slide there. He didn't lose too much time. And in fact,
he still managed to get back to the position where Iman Danish and him are fighting for.
Absolutely there. So there you go, Alev Jantan saying Jeffrey Con having DRS on the rolling start. I believe this was during the course of the race there. But Han An, beautiful overtaking maneuver there on the inside to try and get the lead, get himself towards the lead of the race there. And of course that was critical for Han's chances of the championship. He had to be in the lead of the race, and he had to hope that James wasn't able to do any better than, I believe, 4th.
Yeah, but well, he managed to actually do like very well.
Yeah,
I would say it's very well from the first up till the end of the race. And this is when Mika Hakimi, Iman Danish and Jae Chong going 3-way battle. And well, I would love to say this, but this battle has been going on and on and on until the end of the race, except for Jae Chong, because something happened to his car.
Yeah, it was a real pity when we lost Jae Chong in the race there, because of course he was at the lead for quite some time, right up to the first pit stops there. But unfortunately, with an endurance race, you can be leading for quite some time, but if you don't have luck on your side, if the car breaks down or if you have any technical issues, then you can be in deep trouble. Here we go, you can see there, and that was Jae Chong getting it very wide on the exit there, getting the car fully sideways, and I believe that's Mika Hakimi behind him, having to avoid and using, again, all of the grip available to try and swerve out of the way and avoid that accident. That was a brilliant bit of...
That is really brilliant, and it is really hard to commit to that. You know, when we talk about Sebring, and this is a GT3, which is a Porsche 911 GT3 class, and it is not forgiving at all, especially in Sebring.
Yeah, it is a proper pro level race car there, so very, very tricky to drive here, as you can see there with Jae Wong right now going around the bends here, and you can see he just gets caught up behind the TCR car, and unfortunately he had to avoid the TCR car. He tried to overtake the TCR car there, and that was the white car of Shami Azri, I believe, who just got the car onto the inside. And once you're into that inside, on that concrete on the inside of the corner, he had no grip. The car just snapped around and basically collected both of them there. And you can see we have some slow motion footage of both the cars going off the track. That was very bad news for both of their races.
Yeah, you know, when you get into that inside of the concrete, eventually, as I mentioned before, it has dust and so on, and you can see the car literally jump out of the curb.
Yeah.
and hit Jay Wong, and I know that Shami Azri, he can't do anything.
Yeah, once you get in on the inside there's no grip, there's no, you have the curbs there that throw the car around there, so you can see he almost got it, but he had a big snap moment and had to go across the curbs again, and that was what really did them in. Meanwhile, this was Kelvinder Singh and Ayman Haziq. Ayman Haziq was the driver who took over from Mika Hakimi, his teammate for the race, and Kelvinder Singh was the driver that took over from Iman Danish. So we had the opportunity to driver share during the course of this race there, and of course Ayman Haziq looking for his first win, and so is Kelvinder Singh. Both these drivers were pushing very, very hard for a long time there. Kelvinder had the pace advantage. He was catching Ayman, absolutely hand over fist there really quickly, but Ayman just did a fantastic job in defense.
Well,
I think
that is the perk of being Ayman Haziq. Being Ayman Haziq, he know exactly where to go and where to position himself. So he do himself a really good job in positioning, and he managed to hold Kelvinder Singh up until the end of the race.
absolutely. This was, this was the battle for the TCR lead between the TCR championship between James Russell and Sharon Orifuddin. James really wanted to be ahead of them just in case anything happened, and it almost did here, because that was the lead of the race going past there. So Ayman Haziq managing to get through there without slowing too much, but Kelvinder Singh having to slow down quite a lot, and that let Taki go past really at the last second there to get a second place finish. It was a brilliant end to the race, right at the last second, right at the last corner there. And as you can see there, they come across very close to each other. I think Ayman Haziq, equal parts lucky, skilled, and just did a fantastic job to keep hold of that pressure, because he had pressure for pretty much the last 15 minutes of the race. You can see with the driver cam there the relief from both those drivers, and Ayman Haziq taking home the checker flag there for the Blue Steel Racing team. So that was Ayman Haziq, Mohamed Taki, and Kelvinder Singh first, second, and third.
Max, that was an epic finish. Okay, why would I say it an epic finish? The first thing is that was a fighting between the pro championship position, which is the Kelvinder Singh, Ayman Haziq, and Taki. They're fighting for podium number 1, number 2, and number 3. And then behind them, actually the traffic itself is Han An and Sharin Rafuddin.
Yeah.
And that was really a big epic race ending.
We even had the eventual champion in that mix as well. So we had a very star-studded finish to the race there. Brilliant stuff indeed. So there you have it. That was all the highlights from Sebring. And I think, I say this with all the other guys that came over here, we had a bumper crew to cover the event, and all of us were just on the edge of our seats the entire time. It was brilliant racing.
Because but I sit back because it feels really comfortable, so I don't sit at the edge.
I can confirm that the edge of these Toyota Sohud seats are just as comfortable as the back.
No, but the problem is I'm so big. I can't sit on the edge of that. That is not gonna work. Okay, but anyway, so we are going to the interview with the overall championship podium and result for this season.
Absolutely. We're going to have a look at the podium positions, and we'll have a quick chat with the AM-classed finishers there. And a brilliant race it was for all of the drivers there. I believe Han An did eventually take home that win. A solo drive from Han An, but it was not enough. In the championship positions, James Russell has taken the championship for the Trumpet International Racing E-Series. Absolutely fantastic work there. He takes home 2,000 ringgit for his troubles. Unfortunately, being all the way in Europe, he hasn't been able to send us a message in time for the start of this broadcast, but he does wish us all well, and we wish him well as well. Hopefully, we'll be able to see him defend his title in the next championship. In P2, of course, we have Han An taking home 1,200 ringgit there, and Shame Aizan takes home P3 and that 800 ringgit check. All very nice, tidy amounts for a 5-week championship.
Yeah, Max, and it is really good. They are racing like as hard as they could be. even if when other people doesn't win this, they also race like they are fighting for the championship itself.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think most of them had the idea that I'm just going to push the car as fast as possible in order to try and get through there. So first, let's have a look and see if we can get a hold of our championship top 3. In P3, we have Shami Aizan, and he is on the line there. Shami Aizan, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hi. So Shami, so Shami Aizan, thanks for joining us here in the studio, and Selamat Hari Raya.
Selamat
in
Hari Raya,
advance.
correct. In advance.
Selamat Raya, guys.
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations, you got P3 there and that 800 ringgit check. How do you feel about getting on the podium in the championship?
Thank you very much. Feel happy for finish of P3 championship. But P1, P2, they are different planet lah, so cannot catch up.
So I would like to ask, what do you think about the whole season event, and how do you think that it helps maybe any driver there to improve themselves?
More practice lah. Basically, we are planning more practice every day. We do some practice session. For example, fight each other with teammates to get better lah in a racecraft.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff there. Any scary moments throughout the course of the season that you probably might not want to relive again?
Not really lah. Basically, I'm race for lone race lah.
Yeah.
So how was your raya this year? Balik kampung ke tak?
This year tak ada lah. Because kampung also nearby, Bangsa, yeah. So basically 5 minutes drive to my parents' house.
It doesn't matter lah, jam or not.
Yeah.
But it takes 15 minutes in traffic jam.
Yeah.
At least. At least. Well, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, that's brilliant stuff there. And of course, I'll have to ask all the drivers here. Would you be interested in coming back to us for season 2?
Of course.
Absolutely, we love to see you back there. So enjoy your 800 ringgit and enjoy that P3 position for Shami Aizan. Congratulations, well deserved.
Thank you, Max and Budi. Selamat Hari Raya.
Yes, Selamat Hari Raya there. Absolutely fantastic stuff indeed. In second position, of course, we have Han An, and we do have him in our Discord virtual studio there. So Han, can you hear us right now?
Hello? Alamak, stop.
I believe Han is... We'll try and get to Han as soon as he can hear us. Han, could you try that again?
No sound, Han. Yeah.
Hello?
There we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah, that's better. Hello.
It's alright, the signal takes a while to get from South Korea to here. Our internet is not as quick as you guys.
Yeah, because we are sibling. We are sibling compared. Yeah.
Probably even slower.
Yeah, because I'm in Sebring.
So, in any case, Han, it looked like you tried absolutely everything possible. You got into that first place position at the final round of the championship. You won the race. Congratulations on winning the endurance race there, but unfortunately it's P2 for you. How do you feel though? You must be happy at least with a podium position and that 1,200 ringgit prize.
Yeah, of course, because every other candidate, so even the people under the first place, they are so clean and they're so competitive, and so I'm so lucky and I'm so honored to be in the podium. So it's good.
Absolutely. Any sort of lasting memories that you've had over the course of this season?
Oh yeah, when I crashed on Zandvoort, I almost took out James Russell. I'm happy I didn't do it, but in the moment I was like spinning. I was okay, I shouldn't kill him. I have to save him or something. It was like my hardest moment.
So I think
Yeah, but honestly, yeah, I feel like I just have to question anyway.
hopefully you haven't learned too much from Mika Hakimi on that one.
So I've seen your setup yesterday. You have a G2, I think. Is it a HP G2, right? Reverb, yeah. And then you have a motion rig, is it?
Yes, I have a motion rig.
How do you feel like driving 2.4 hours alone with VR in motion rig? That is a lot of stamina, you know.
Yeah, but maybe the Western wheel drivers anyway, so I enjoy it.
So yeah, on one half it is hard, but then again it's hard driving a race car in real life as well. So I suppose,
Yeah, I do agree with that.
at least it saves you the drive home from the circuit to back home. So we're all still stuck here. So.
At least you get out of
exactly.
the rig and then you just go to your bed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes, that's it.
That's correct.
So in any case, of course I'll ask all the drivers of this, but would you be interested in coming back for another season of the tires?
Yeah, you don't have to ask that because I had so wonderful time. I had to come back with maybe some of my friends in South Korea also.
Oh, that would be nice. We will be looking forward to the South Korean brigade coming in there as well. So congratulations to you, Han, and their P2 position. Of course, for a lot of you guys out there who are watching, we are sort of working a lot with this Sim Racing Foundation, the Asian Sim Racing Foundation, which has been a massive help, not only with events like this, but events all across Asia as well. So I believe we now have just changing gears a little bit, we do now have a bit of a social media presence, don't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have it. Yeah, and Malaysian community is one of the most important, most advanced communities. So you guys really need to help.
Yeah, absolutely. We will do all we can, and I'm sure all the drivers here in Malaysia will be absolutely thrilled to be working with the Asian Sim Racing Federation there. So do check them out on Facebook, I believe, and hopefully we'll have a few more social media sites up there so that you guys can learn more about Asian-wide sim racing competition.
It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and that's for sure.
Yep, and of course, and thank you so much for your help behind the scenes with all of that stuff as well. We absolutely appreciate it.
Okay, thank you for inviting me. See you in the next round, maybe.
Absolutely. We will definitely be looking forward to seeing you and your friends come in.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely there. So that's a very heartfelt congratulations to Han An there for P2 and 1,200 ringgit for Blue Steel Racing. But of course, in P1 we were going to have James Russell. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the video clip over to us and he's unable to join us this evening, but he does send his best regards to all of the sim racing community there. So congratulations to James Russell for that P1 position, the champion in the TCR AM class for the Trumpet International Racing E Series. Congratulations.
Yes, correct, Max. So we are going straight to the pro overall podium position, and this is the result that we got, and wow.
It's a pretty spectacular result there, I think, for all three of those drivers, and they definitely would have been they were definite contenders for the championship. But
They have a different style of driving.
absolutely.
You know, Mika Hakimi, his style of driving, he really focused and he really commit to that. And Shami Azri is a person who really aggressive. He really need that kind of sliding kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
And Kelvin Singh, he really calm and consistent with what he do, and all of the driver and these three drivers, they have a very different kind of driving style, but they earn it, man.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant stuff from all those drivers there as well. Of course, in P3, taking home that 1,000 ringgit check for third position in the championship is Kelvinder Singh. And of course, we do have Kelvinder in our virtual studio this evening. Kelvinder, can you hear us?
Hello, yes.
Hello, Cikgu. Then, how was your race yesterday, actually?
The race was quite quite intense lah. One of the most intense race I've ever had. I was hoping to overtake Aiman Haziq, but as you know, Aiman Haziq, dia punya defense is very very strong. So a lot of times I got past him before was very very difficult. It required a lot of pressure, and so the last lap was very very disappointing for me, because if I was able to overtake Aiman Haziq, sorry. If I was able to overtake Aiman on the last lap, I would have been able to overtake Shami Azri in the points and try to clinch, get 2K instead. But unfortunately, I have made a mistake. I went wide instead of following Aiman through the line when we overtook some of the TCR drivers. But unfortunately, Taki was there and he took full advantage of it. It was super frustrating for me. So overall, it was a good race, intense race, but at the end, it was very. You can see him smiling right now. At the end of the day, end of the race, it was very very frustrating. I kind of lost it for a moment, but yeah, having 1000k to pump it up to my race car, I'm looking forward to it to start racing in real life. And so yeah, this funds will really help me out in my journey to rail racing.
Absolutely. What did you actually tell some of the guys at home who are perhaps not au fait on the Facebook side of things and all the rest of it, but just explain to you your dream, well, we use the term affordable dream race car right now, because I'm looking at it with a lot of interest myself, actually.
Okay, end of last year, of course my whole life I've been wanting to be a real life driver, and I was just waiting around. Who knows, someone might pick me up. Oh, you're a sim racer, oh, very good, so streamer. Okay, you come race for us. I was hoping for something like that, but then end of last year things changed. I thought to myself, you know what, instead of waiting for the opportunity, I need to go and take the opportunity myself and take it in my own hands rather than just waiting around. So I bought myself a second-hand 1.3 Saga end of last year, Proton Saga, and then right now the car has probably 80% done. I've still got a few things to do, like the roll cages, tires, and all those things. So the journey was, my entire life, my entire purpose changed, and my focus entirely is to build my dream, which is to build a race car. So it is a very challenging journey, and to be able to win some prize money which can help achieve my dream is quite unreal, because this year has been very interesting, a lot of new things. I'm very very happy to be at least winning something here, so I'm grateful for that. Racing is not easy. The amount of money you need to prepare, even though it's a Saga, the amount of money you need to have to build up a car from complete stock is very very challenging, very very stressful. But anyone can do it. I feel like if you can spend 20,000-30,000 on a simulator rig, you can definitely spend that same amount of money and get into real life racing, because I'm sure all the racers here don't want to race for the rest of their life until they grow old looking at the screen. I'm sure they want to race in real life as well. So if it is possible, if you want to reach that dream, you can. You just need to go towards it, and it will happen. It will eventually come true.
Absolutely awesome stuff. Inspiring words there, Kelvin, Kavinda, and hopefully we'll be able to see you on the grid there at Sepang. I would definitely make the trip out, especially just to be your, well, not umbrella girl, umbrella guy. We'll sit there with your umbrellas.
I'm gonna be there just to interview you. Don't worry.
Absolutely. So do have a nice sweet smile for Budi when he comes over and interviews you in the pits. That would be really awesome stuff indeed there. So congratulations, Kelvinda, on P3 so and the 1,000 ringgit, and all the best of luck in all of your racing, not just sim racing but real life as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.
So before we head on through the championship standings, of course, we do have a third special driver with a third special guest that's just going to join us in the studio here. He came in second in the endurance race this season. He perhaps had his strategy was so good that we got confused.
He loved to kutip sayur, and that what he done.
So
and it works, Max. It works.
So there you have it, the band with the bearskin cap there. Mama Taki, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to talk to you, and yeah, we cannot tahan lah. We had to bring you in one more time.
Thank you guys for having me here, and Selamat Hari Raya. Okay, so what was the question?
So basically, well, first of all, we really just wanted to see you, but also, we have a couple of questions. My first question is, you seem to have the quickest stop I've ever seen in an endurance race in your
really
first stop.
interesting.
Did you decide to just double stint the tires or go really low on the fuel? How did that work out?
Yes, it is. It was actually my plan because I've done a series of endurance race in special event before, and like most of the drivers, if they are about to enter the second stint, they usually don't change tires just to make the gap. For the other drivers. And then I didn't realize at all, like the temperature is so high, and like in the beginning of lap 49 or 50, I think Mika is starting to catch me up very, very quick, and then I have to do something, and then I have to pit quite early before I make pitting for the third stint. Like I have to pit in lap 50 and change tires straight away. And then another mistake happened by the crew chief, overfill the tank. I got so many fuel left in my tank, about 20 liters. I was so frustrated.
Okay lah, that 20 liters you can bring back balik kampung.
Oh yeah.
It's already in the car, ready to go now.
It's a long way drive from Sebring to Malaysia, bro. Come on.
Of course, and that final lap as well, I think Avinda alluded to earlier there. As you, for all of you guys watching from outside of Malaysia, kutip sayur or picking vegetables is the friendly way of just taking advantage of a situation in front of you there. And I think you did a fantastic job of that in the final lap of the race.
Yeah. Okay. So like the remaining 10 laps, I realized like that because the temperature is starting to drop, and then I've got my little bit of pace like I normally do, because the previous endurance I did maybe around 158, 159, like in the special event. So I've been thinking, why can I make it like before? I have to catch up, and then the remaining 5 laps, and I've been thinking like they should fight between Aiman Haziq and Kalvinder. Okay, so and then for the last final lap, I think I have to do the final push, and then the miracle happened. Like the TCR cars, they are fighting for position. Okay, I think this is the moment. Okay, just follow, wait and see, and then I see Kalvinder make a very, very slight mistake. I saw a opening door, and I have to go in, and then I still P2. By all means, I'm so sorry for Kalvinder. That was very unfortunate for him that I still P2. But so far for this whole season, I'm not so happy because I'm being very, very inconsistent. Like for certain track, I think Zandvoort I missed the pit entry, and then Hockenheimri I didn't did so well. Actually, there is so much work to do. I have to learn more about the cars and learn the setup for the qualifying setup. It's very, very, very hard. This car is very, very hard to understand.
Yeah, it does seem to be like that as well, especially with that rear engine configuration and everything else. It must have been a steep learning curve there for you.
Yes, it is. But actually, it's very, very good exposure for me because I'm not really put myself into this GT3 series in official race because my rating is quite high right now, and the competition is very, very tough. because if one time you did a small mistake, you might lose 3 or 4 position, and that will be costing me a lot. Because if you lose 100, I think to get it 100 back is very very hard.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely. It is actually one of the hardest things you can do in sim racing is get iRacing point backs.
Yeah.
So,
But one thing for sure in this this kind of league, I've been thinking like this is the place for you guys. If you in future, if some other driver want to join, just join, because this is the place where you can learn the most. Rather than you just wasting more time. If you think like your pace is not great in official race, this is a place for you to join and learn more about the other drivers, how they race, learn their character and everything. You can improve a lot.
Yo, we got that. One more season, please. Yeah.
yeah, Zainal has him there asking for another season there. If we do have another season.
Taki was saying yesterday. Taki was saying, "Hey, it's not enough."
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I want more season. I don't care about money at all. I just want to race, improve a lot, and then if you got the confidence and everything, you can do better in official race. Doesn't matter.
I agree with that.
Absolutely. So that's fantastic stuff there. Congratulations on basically on your performance throughout the course of the season, and hopefully we'll be able to see you back there, hopefully with some prize money.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me. Good evening. Bye.
Absolutely. There we already have Mika Hakimi set and ready to go in the studio. Just before I hand it over to him, we do have Shami Azri is in fact in the Discord server there. Well caught there. Shami Azri, of course, P2, fantastic job there. He takes home 2,000 ringgit for his efforts there. So let's have a see if we can have a chat with Shami Azri. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
So Shami, how's the season been for you generally? Hello?
Hello? Oh.
Oh, there we go.
So how was it? Yeah.
But
Shami, jangan robot.
sorry.
Jangan robot.
Shami ada.
So how was it?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Loud
there.
and clear. Yes.
Okay. All I can say is that the season is overall kinda okay, but I think I got P2 in the championship. I think it's all about pure luck to me, because the drivers, other drivers, Kevin Desing, Iman Danish, they are very very good in terms of pace and consistency, and also racecraft, and I can consider myself lucky to finish P2 here.
Yeah.
But I guess when I see you driving, you drive like you've been chased by a zombie, so it's okay. And you are fast, bro. P2, it's not slow, bro. This is a pro category,
Yeah, I mean the pace on occasion has been absolutely electrifying there. Of course, for you, I guess there's going to be a load of stuff that you're going to try and learn and develop over the course of the next few races there. Hopefully, you'll be able to join us. So, will you be willing to join us if we have another series?
Obviously, I would love to join another season because I think this is my opinion. For the record, I think this season is, I think probably one of the if is the best, if not one of the best. I don't know how to say this. Because in terms of I think overall this season is the best because I think in terms of racing quality, the respect between drivers, the battles are clean, and I think also the organizers are doing a pretty good job, and as well as the COC and also the stewards are also doing very very good job.
Hey, don't forget to mention the caster also handsome. Yeah. Don't forget that, okay?
Yeah. Obviously, you guys also did pretty well on broadcasting stuff.
I just love that.
and I really appreciate that.
So okay, so one of the last things that I really want to ask, what happened when you got cut cut up into that inside concrete? Is it? Yeah, into the inside concrete. So your car is actually like snapped there. So what happened actually?
I think if I remember correctly, the temperature was very high, 40 degrees, 50 degrees.
Yeah, that was a 54.
I don't know. I didn't know why. In Sebring, I didn't have that much space as much as front runners, but actually I was really struggle with the car, with the grip, and I think I didn't have really much grip on the car, and I really struggle, and there you go. Then I spun and I hit someone. I'm really sorry for that, but luckily it actually the mission actually accomplished for me to finish P2 in championship.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much for joining us today, Shami Azri. Congratulations. Enjoy the 2,000 ringgit prize pool, and definitely. Hopefully, we'll see you back again. Maybe one better, one extra.
Yeah. And selamat Hari Raya, bro.
Selamat
Raya.
Raya.
Batin I tak usik, insyaAllah.
Okay, thank you guys.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much.
We are having fun right now, yeah?
Absolutely, we're in the Raya mood right now. Of course, we get to P1, and it's taken us a while to get there. He's been sweating under the lights here. He's actually in our real-life studio right now. They have it, P1, 3,000 ringgit, and the overall champion for the Trumpet International Racing E-Series, with a nice round of applause from all of our crew here, Mika Hakimi. First of all, how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. To be honest, especially after Hockenheim, didn't expect to win any race, let alone winning 5 in a row with the championship. So considering how difficult round 1 was, words can't describe how happy I am. I've actually never won 5 races in a row in any competition before, so this is a big feat.
Yeah, we're just wondering, like, this is like Schumacher levels of domination midpoint of the season.
He really dominate every single race. That's the problem. It's not that I don't like it. It's just wow, you, hello.
I think we managed to frighten Budi a little bit there with that. But I mean, there were a couple of frightening moments there. One of the big ones was at that final corner when you had the car very, very sideways.
Ooh. Yeah, as I think Jeremy Clarkson said, a little bit of poo shot out. I remember that like very strongly. If I'm gonna be honest, I remember taking the corner, and then like just that as a driver you have that sense that like something's not right. Like split second later, went the other way, and at that moment I was like, I mean, that first stint was very tough. Temperatures were like 54 degrees track temperature. I had damage from the start, which I wasn't aware of until we pitted. I thought the car was just not good in that first stint. I didn't know there was damage, and then tires were all over the place. But I just pushed on, and it was that moment right there. Yeah, very, very scary. A lot scarier than what I remember.
So the near miss between you and Jay Chong yesterday, that was a very big thing. You know, when Jay Chong got sideways, he's actually got sideways, and then you just like literally you just like
we're still trying to figure out now how you avoided Jay's accident.
Because you are literally in front. He is literally in front of you like this. Wow, I'm being Malaysian right now, okay? Like this.
Yeah, I remember that. It was before the back straight, right? When I saw him go off track, I was like, good, that's one free position. Then I saw his car turn like that. And at that moment, I was like, no, I know what's gonna happen now. So I just went to the right. But I have actually done one official race on iRacing. I was trying to farm my iRating, and the exact same thing happened, except it was like between the two Les Mills at Monza. The guy went off track, and I went to the right, and I was like, free position. Then the guy like spun and T-boned me, and I lost like 140 I rating. And then when I saw Jay Chong go like that, I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna win this. I was like, I was so, I'm just glad that Jay Chong managed to control his car, or else like, yeah, more poo would have shot out.
I think all of us were very glad that Jay Chong had the presence of mind to hit the brakes when he did.
That was really scary. And back then, you were actually fighting with Iman Danish at that point of moment, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about the overall situation of this season actually?
Yeah, okay, I'll give like a short summary out of the 6 races. Round 1 went so bad. Round 1 was terrible, and but even with the last competition that was on AC, round 1 was I didn't win round 1, but I won the next 3. And one trend I see is I always start off the season a bit wonky, maybe not good. Maybe I'm just figuring out the waters, doing so many competitions. You need one race to really adapt, and then after that you can just go bang on, put on your performance. So round 1 to me was really bad, but immediately out of round 1 I wasn't like, okay, I gotta figure some things out, I gotta figure this out. Immediately from round 2 I was like, this is the job I gotta do, and I just kept doing that up until round 6. And until the final lap of round 6, it was it was nerve-wracking. That final stint when Ayman Haziq was in the car, when I passed the car to him, I was like, okay, we should have 11 seconds, give or take. It was 6, and I was like, 6 seconds is still okay. Then the next lap it was 4, and it was 2, and then it was 0.6, and I was like, are we gonna win this or not? And I was like,
Kavinder catching up quite fast yesterday.
Incredibly quickly, yeah. And but kudos to Ayman Haziq. What I saw from his driving there when I was spotting him, what I think won us the race was our experience in other categories. Like we've done LMP2, we've done endurance racing on R Factor 2, and I think what he's learned doing those races with me on other platforms, he knows how to negotiate traffic very well. LMP2 and GTE, there's a 10-second difference, so you learn how to efficiently go through traffic, put yourself in the right positions and stuff. And with GTE to TCR it was like 15 seconds, so it's even tougher. And the way he was making those passes, especially on that final lap where Kelvinder was actually caught off guard a bit, that one I saw, okay, Ayman Haziq is learning well from the endurance races that we're doing, because the positioning he did was bang on. But gosh, Taki's strategy blew my mind open. Honestly,
everybody was like, wait, Taki.
I think it's the bearskin cap that does it.
I remember in the first pit stop, my car was jacked up. As it was jacked up, I saw Taki go away, and I was like, what is he doing? But then the car's jacked up, so you can't suddenly tell the crew to not take time. In R Factor 2, if there's damage, you can just press the gas and it'll go. Then, as my car was jacked up, I saw Taki go, and I was like, what? And then I was like, okay, I gotta, there's 25-second gap, try to close it down. He has to take tires on the last pit stop, so it gave us a bit of a gap. But fresh tires at the end, and then that last lap he was hounding Ayman Haziq. I thought that was very tough. After 2 hours 25 minutes of racing, for the race to be decided by 0.2 seconds, I don't think I've ever had that before. That is insane.
Yesterday, the last night race ending was epic. That was literally a final day of the season.
It was brilliant. It was breathtaking, and to have literally the championship front runners in both categories sort of come together around the second to last corner there, it made for a really, really nice picture. I can't wait for the poster that's going to come out after this.
It's really good. Han An say, "Aku sayang AI." I love you too, bro. But
who is teaching this man Malay?
It's very, very tricky.
No, later he changed his name to Farhan.
Two races with BSR and he's already learning Malay. I don't know.
It's frightening. His linguistic abilities far exceed any of ours.
Next one is gonna say Bosku and stuff.
Oh, don't start with that.
Oh, don't get us started. Don't get him started with the food and everything else. Oh dear, we wouldn't stop. But actually, talking about that, you did mention about Ayman Haziq did a brilliant job there in that final lap of the race, and also Han An did well. If it wasn't for that accident he had in Zandvoort, he would have probably been in with the running, or even taken the championship this year. So Blue Steel Racing, I believe there's just the 3 of you guys there. racing in the championship there. You've had a fairly decent season out of this.
Yeah, I mean, all of us know, especially Han, how much Zandvoort hurt him, and obviously we want, we want to help him improve and stuff, and we would love for him to get the title. But sometimes, to me, you need these tough championships where your mistake costed you it for you to really learn. So I'm sure the next one that Han competes in, he'll be, at his best. He knows, he can't make any mistakes and stuff. And we've already seen good qualities from him. He learns very quickly with the Motec and everything. And we're very happy to have him on board, teach him more about the Malay language and stuff. Very happy to have him here. But yeah, I mean, Blue Steel, we're not really that active on iRacing, but considering how this season has went, we do plan to get more members in, more on the iRacing squad. We see Hyperbulls have quite a lot of cars, and we're quite jealous of that. We want to have half of the grid.
They literally play iRacing every day, bro. Confirm lah.
They are basically half of the entire sim racing crew.
Yeah. It's good for sponsors. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it's been such a fun championship. I think every single race, it has been a different challenge to me. Round 2, I was fighting Kelvinder. Then round 3, I was fighting Iman Danish. And round 4, I was round 4 was Zandvoort, is it? Fighting, was it Zandvoort?
Hyperboost is everywhere.
Yeah, round 4, Zandvoort fight Iman Danish again. Then round 5, Motegi fought Shami Azri. Then round 6 is, Taki and Kelvinder and Iman Danish. So it's a whole, it's a big challenge, especially with the schedule I've got on now. It's tough, but it's fun. So that's why you want to keep doing it.
Absolutely, and I think with the way the series has gone there, I almost don't have to ask you the question, but will we see Blue Steel Racing in the next season that we do?
No, how many cars? Not will we see. How many cars you want you? How many cars are you planning to send?
At least 10. No, but I mean, if we want to enter, maybe we're looking at 4 cars, something like that. In our R Factor 2, we're used to entering minimum of 6 cars. So, if we can do that on iRacing, that would be great. But yeah, there's so much I want to do with the team, and but considering the amount of competitions I'm doing VCO right after Raya as well. So got a lot of commitments of my own and stuff, and I'm also managing the team, doing the graphic works, doing the liveries and everything. It is tough, but that's the love I have for the team. I did my very first sim racing race with them, and I was terrible. I was like 3.5 seconds off of my teammate. But they've helped me improve so much, and I only want to do the same for the drivers. I wanna possibly maybe the next championship 1, 2, 3 Blue Steel drivers.
Yeah, we can only hope, can we? So absolutely fantastic there. Shami Aizan has just commented there, Blue Steel by Hyperbulls Esports Racing Team, perhaps. That would be all of the grid.
Yeah, you can't lose against you can't lose in the championship if you are the championship. It'd be great. I'll talk about that with the sponsors.
Yeah, Toda Motorsports says hi, by the way.
Toda Motorsports coming in and say hi.
Just ask Toda to buy over Blue Steel, buy over Hyperbulls, boom. You get the whole lineup, one name.
Oh well, this is the road to domination in the Malaysian sim racing scene. I think
it would be great. Imagine if you can actually, okay, it's nice to have these small Malaysian teams compete against each other. But say, you put a grid like Le Mans Virtual, you can get a proper Malaysian lineup, maybe fight for the top 10, top 5. How great would that be?
Ooh,
it's great for drivers and teams to fight amongst each other.
Yeah.
But what if you have one competition where it's like global stage, race against Max Verstappen, race against Redline and stuff, where you can just, whatever team you represent in Malaysia, put that behind Team Malaysia at Le Mans. That would be great.
Absolutely, and I think all of us can get behind that.
I would love to be a commentator for that. I thought in Malay also can. Don't worry.
Open up a broadcasting opportunity with ACO, because I see VCO recently, they tried out, they have commentary in English, and then in Spanish is a different group, and then in Italian different group. It'd be great to have that in Malay commentators. That'd be awesome. I think that'd be great for the market. A lot of Malaysians would love to tune in. Team Malaysia racing against Verstappen.
Yeah, I wonder what to see 24 hours of stream.
Boleh lah cari topik, tak apa.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. I might bring a book there. Okay, today review a book for you guys. I still got 4 hours to go.
Just don't do the same mistake that we did the last 12-hour race we did, where we ended up inventing a new word.
Well, we got a lot of word that we invented at the spa.
Consistent Strassi is a first for me. I'm not the greatest Malay speaker, but I'm pretty sure that's not a word.
There is no such thing as consistent trasi. Even consistent is not a Malay word. Okay, come on.
Well, in any case, that sounds like a fantastic idea. We always have fun doing endurance races, whether for me, whether it's doing a real life endurance race, doing an endurance race in the studio here, or driving in the sim. It's just so much fun, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Well, for me, as long as I'm here talking to you guys, I'm good with it.
Absolutely. It sounds like a plan cooking up right there. So once again, I'll have to say congratulations, Mika Hakimi, on that 3,000 ringgit, and congratulations on your championship victory. Only one more question left to ask. What are you going to use that 3,000 ringgit for?
Upgrade lah. Don't ask, confirm upgrade lah. Alamak.
I have no idea. Like, to be honest, like I didn't really look at the prize pool that much, so I don't have an idea of what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just no idea. Probably should ask my girlfriend.
The girlfriend, by the way, is right off camera there, so he's not gonna say what he really means. He's gonna take her out for a nice dinner or something.
She was like, he got 3,000. Okay.
Now need 5 more championships, man. I need 5 more championships. This is how it is.
That was good. That was brilliant.
Absolutely. The right moods are washed with us now, and it's nice to have a good laugh there. So congratulations, Mika Hakimi, and hopefully we'll see you get him again in the next round. And in VCO, good luck on that.
Thank you to you guys as well for hosting. It's great to come down to the studio and see how everything is run. I've always complimented how you guys run things, and to come down to the studio and see it firsthand. Wow, I want a job here. You guys hiring?
Might do. It depends on if Budi gets a job with the ACO.
Oh, wow, that's great.
Calling MSG.
Yeah. So there we have it. Thank you so much for joining us, Mika, and we will hopefully be able to speak to you fairly soon there.
Can't wait for the next championship. See you guys.
Alrighty. So there you go. That's Mika Hakimi, 3,000 ringgit and P1 in the bag. And I think for the whole Blue Steel Racing team, they've had a just wonderful season so far.
Well, not the whole Blue Steel Racing, the whole driver actually in this season. They have a fantastic days and fantastic night and fantastic race. Even the practice itself, it's really good.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well,
stuff.
we can see a lot of people having fun.
Yeah.
Even in endurance race, we see a lot of them was actually having fun. Whose was that yesterday? The guy that who is that? Yesterday, the guy that's sliding here and there.
Oh, that's Ayman Zubair.
Ayman, yes, exactly.
I've
see
never
how fun it is.
Yeah, I've never actually seen a driver go like this and do the duck face while going sideways around the corner. So Ayman Zubair, definitely the most entertaining driver this season. I wish I had a trophy I could mail you. Maybe next season we can have a most entertaining driver award. What do you think?
Yeah, I do agree with that. So every single race, there will be some clown, one or two clown, and we'll entertain us. Confirm that. So we will talk about this championship this season with another race driver that here in the Discord channel together with us. So we have Sharil Norfuddin. Yeah.
So Sharil, can you hear us?
Sharil
Norfuddin?
Hello, ya Sharil, Cik Sharil. Ya.
Hi guys.
Cik Sharil, Waalaikumsalam. Kita sedang berkeudara, Cik Sharil ya.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, first of all, brilliant bit of racing throughout that final race there. That last battle we had with James Russell.
James Russell. Mm-hmm. That was good.
Just take us through that. How hard was it trying to race against him?
Well, basically, me and Shami Aizan, we planned about preserving our tires and try to make it to finish, because to me, I don't have anything to fight for. It's just that I want to put a good show because throughout the entire season, I don't really have much of training. And on top of that, Sebring I would say one of my favorite track.
Yeah, we
Which
can
is
see
very
that.
difficult. It's kind of difficult, and because it's kind of bumpy, and to get a good setup is not that easy. But then, yeah, it's just that I can't remember. There's one race between me and Russell. He bumped me out of the track, and then yeah, yesterday was kind of how to say, not a revenge. It's just that. I don't know.
Redemption.
Redemption.
Redemption. I
Yeah,
would
that,
say
that was a
redemption
redemption, Max.
because it's
Redemption.
to me Russell is really a good driver, and it's fun to race with him. Even though I don't really have much of seat time throughout the season because busy working, but then yeah, it's fun because I don't know, maybe he pulled back because of he doesn't have to prove himself because he got the overall, right. So yeah, basically that's about it. It's just that trying to put a good show and try to help my partner, which is Shami Azan, to get the better points for the overall. Yeah.
Putting a good show is a way to say it, and we do have a good show yesterday, bro.
Yeah, I was. I don't know, because I feel kind of bad as well for Kelvinder because of our my battle and Russell cost him the position. But then yeah, that's racing, right?
Yeah.
Anything can happen. Just like 2 corners away from the finish line.
Taki
yeah.
lah, Taki.
Well, to be honest, let me sum up a little bit of our races for Hyperbulls. I'm glad that most of us had fun for the season, and yeah, Hyperbulls is getting serious in sim racing, and me, Shame, and Malvinder, we are trying to push another step, which is we are looking to support Kelvinder for his real race. And just to botcher a bit the rahasia of our Hyperbull, that if the K4 GP this year, I mean the KK Global, we're gonna send one team from Hyperbulls. So practically, Hyperbulls will send one team for 24 hours KK Global, just to belanja them a bit lah. But how we can real race from sim to real racing. Because I know it's not,
I tell you one thing. I tell you one thing. First of all, if you need 3 drivers, me, Budi, and Umar are available.
Of course. When the time comes, we will offer you guys.
No, I know I'm a bit big, but okay, I literally I can diet. Don't worry. Losing 20 kilo, it's possible for me. Alah, come on.
Because it's an endurance race and it's really fun. We've been driving for KK Global, I think 3 seasons, and it's really fun, and it's an opportunity for these team racers to maybe they have to come up with a little bit of money just to be part of it. But then I am assure you that KK Global is one platform that really I would say an eye opener for new racer. And trust me, once the end of the 24 hours races, the next day they will come up with, okay, when is the next race? Where can I get a good attire? Well, this kind of thing. When is the track day? How can I rent a car? This is the thing that we're looking for from Hyperbulls, because the platform that you guys, that AI provide, is really helpful. And yeah, hopefully this sim racing and collaboration with all these sponsors and things like that will open a good pathway for sim racers to jump into the real racing.
Okay. So I don't want the best of
I
luck for
mean,
that.
Absolutely. And of course, we have this question can be for both of you. Not only we have Sharon Norafudin in the studio, we have Movinderjit Singh still there in the studio.
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
Hello.
Of course, first questions first. We all know that the Blue Steel Racing guys think that they're really good. But next season, who's it going to be? Hyperbulls or Blue Steel Racing?
Oh, shit. Wow.
That's a difficult question to ask. But
I was expecting you to say Hyperbulls, man. Come on.
In pro categories, I would say, I don't know, because we can see that
there is a fight there.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
We always see that it's two teams, right? Keep
Trust your
fighting.
team lah, guys. Trust your team. Come
Yes,
on.
we do trust. And then the other day also Kevin they said, okay guys, after this, no more funny move, no more funny training. It's all about serious sim racing. Yeah. So hopefully the next season we can come up with something.
Yeah, that'll be good. There'll be a little bit more pressure on the Blue Steel guys, and it's great because it's more exciting racing for the rest of us.
Well, if this is a positive pressure, this is not like something like negativity. This is a positive pressure, and we love to have that positive pressure in every single season that we host.
Right now, we have the entirety of the studio in the recording room right now, and having a look at us at the moment. There, it's all Hari Raya spirit. So everyone's got their dresses.
We are having a Hari Raya spirit here in studio right now.
Yeah, we're actually having almost like a kanduri at this point.
Yeah, yesterday we ate lemang already.
Yeah.
Come on.
So there you go. So there you have it. Thank you so much to Sharon Nurfuddin, Malvinder Singh, and to the entire Hyperbulls team for joining us for this championship. Hopefully we'll see not just Hyperbulls and BSR, but maybe a few other teams as well take up the challenge.
Yeah, I do. Well, Speed Tavern doesn't have nobody, so...
Oh no.
Yeah, please send some Budi.
Me lah. I go race lah.
You sure Crash Tour isn't available?
Crash Tour busy with his kebab lah. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, he's got the kebab.
Yeah, he's kebab.
When it was tacos, it was still okay, but
no kebab. No more time already.
Yeah.
But well, we will look into it and see how it go.
Absolutely. So thank you so much, guys, Sharon Nurfuddin and Malvinder Singh, and everyone actually who's raced in this championship. It was absolutely brilliant stuff watching all of you guys around there. Of course, he's had a drink. Dia dah makan lemang, dia dah minum kopi.
Oh yeah.
All ready to get back.
Dia dah duduk dalam pondok poli tu. Saya tahu our steward room.
Our steward room is nicknamed the police box because it's got blue walls. Not too sure why, but never mind. But we're gonna welcome back. Kita akan nyahut balik Cik Maicil Hafiz ke dalam studio kali ni. Apa khabar Maicil? Dah lama tak jumpa.
Khabar baik Max dengan Budi. Assalamualaikum.
Salam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih kepada AI menjemput Maicil walaupun Cik tak race season ni. Tapi Cik sentiasa mengikuti perkembangan di dalam tim Hyperboost.
Ya, so ni member Hyperboost juga.
Kira season ni dia tak race kan.
Dia penyokong.
Tapi season depan dia mungkin race ni, benar brother ni.
InsyaAllah.
Standby nampak tu.
Ya.
Sebab apa? Setiap malam race dengan setiap kali dia orang praktis dia ada masuk. So rasa macam, kenapa tak race season ni?
Semangat sampai.
Dia macam damn.
Macam kalau kita pergi real motorsport kan, kalau kita satu race kita tak pergi, kita tak boleh pergi pit.
Ya, betul. Tu macam
dia jadi gatal.
Tengok dia orang praktis tu macam best ni kalau race. So Cik dah prepare rig baru.
Dengar guys, Cil dah prepare rig baru. So dah start testing. So mungkin tak dapat nak janji sebab kita tak tahu next season bila. Dan juga tengok waktu tu macam mana busy dia macam mana.
Yeah.
Tapi definitely memang nak join lah. Join lembu.
Melembu di track. Okay.
Lembu di track.
This is halal one, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
So kita ada basically 3 benda kita nak chat dengan Maicil pada malam ni. First of all, ada plan untuk buat real life motorsport tak untuk tim Maicil?
Untuk tim memang tim yang Maicil drive sekarang ni daripada tim Todak Motorsport memang real life team. Memandu kereta kelisa. Untuk MSF kita akan go full season sebab kita ada tahun ni kita membawa branding NASA X Todak Motorsport. NASA Lubricant dan juga Todak Motorsport. Dan juga untuk hujung tahun ni sama macam tim Hyperboost tu, kita akan join KK Global. Kalau jadi KK Global tahun ni, kita akan hantar 2 biji kereta, kancil dan juga Daihatsu bukan kancil, Daihatsu Mira L2S dan juga Daihatsu Mira L5. So kita
Atas sikit pada kancil.
dia lain kasta.
Wow.
Dia surat bernak lain.
Oh, siap banyak. Ini
Dia
surat
punya
banyak 2
pasport,
pintu.
dia punya pasport Jepun tau. Bukan
Ouch.
So nanti walaupun Cik dalam tim Hyperboost, tapi untuk KK Global Cik tak dapat join diorang untuk tim Hyperboost. So kita akan
Apa ya, Cil?
jadi rival.
Cik bagi Budi.
Okay.
Budi ada.
Kalau
Budi ada,
diorang
boleh.
tak ada seat nanti, saya ada, Umar ada.
Boleh.
Okay, so itulah planning untuk tahun ni. Kita akan meneruskan perjuangan di dalam MSF lah. Itu sajalah.
So nampak agak seronok juga. Kalender MSF pun ada event baru, ada kategori baru yang MSF Toge tu, hill climb tu pun nampak macam menarik juga.
Yang hill climb tu macam mana, tak masuk ke?
Hill climb tu tak masuk. Kita fokus kepada
Track.
mana yang dah dirancang tahun ni dan dah dipersetujui oleh sponsor.
Tapi
Kita
climb
tak
tak start
tambah-tambah
lagi,
dah.
Ya, belum lagi. Sepatutnya start sebelum
puasa.
Sebelum PKP dulu tu yang MSF
Ya.
Toge tu. Tapi harap-harap nanti kita boleh ucapkan kepada Adian, to Adian, hopefully all the best of luck in resuming racing activities. We all can't wait to hear the engines roar.
Kita dah keluar daripada pandemik, kita dah endemic sekarang dan kita dah free. 1 Mei ni kita dah free. So welcome back real racing.
Saya nak pergi Sepang dengan Michael punya kereta dekat pit lane tu. Dia
Baru
punya
race,
kereta,
baru
dia punya
GT3.
kereta daripada hujung babe. Dengar kita daripada hujung tu kita dah dengar kereta ni. Ini Michael.
Baru bunyi GT3 kan macam.
Dia punya pit limiter. Oh, tu Michael.
Tapi kita berharap juga kalau kita punya teammate Syamil Aizan dan juga Syahrin Afuddin dapat comeback kepada MSF. So best sikit lah kan. Walaupun dalam sim racing ni kita satu team, tapi dalam real racing Cik mengharapkan balik dia kembali dan boleh fight.
Boleh hidupkan rivalry yang rivalry sihat lah.
Ini call out ni. Ini call out ni. Panggil member datang. Kau datang balik. Kita tak habis fight lagi bro. Come on.
Betul. Korang podium dekat sim racing kan. Okay.
Dekat real track ni macam mana pula kan. So yang lagi satu kita nak tanya pasal Todak. Ada banyak juga orang yang tanya. First of all, brand Todak ni dah lama menjadi sponsor kami dan menjadi sponsor Michael juga. Dan kalau siapa-siapa yang tak tahu, Todak ni boleh kirakan gaming brand ataupun brand untuk gaming accessories, keyboard apa semua, dengan dia punya seat yang memang sedap ni. Lain macam juga seat ni. Tetapi ada berita tak yang Cil boleh sampaikan daripada
perkembangan
Todak?
terbaru. Perkembangan terbaru guys. Perkembangan terbaru.
Okay, Todak untuk tahun ni memang dia buat satu kira refreshment lah untuk, dan tahun ni dia memang betul-betul langgar. Kalau ikutkan untuk bulan puasa ni, Todak aktif di dalam penjualan bila nak raya ni kan ada shopping-shopping kan. So Todak ada buka booth di PWTC, Midtech, di Putrajaya. So dia orang ada bagi diskaun yang kau-kaunya. So untuk gaming pula, ramai yang tahu minggu lepas Todak baru memenangi MPL untuk Mobile Legend kan. So dia di tangga yang ketiga dunia sekarang. So tahniah diucapkan kepada Todak Gaming di atas pencapaian tu. Dan juga untuk Todak Motorsport, kita akan meneruskan perjuangan kita yang dilanda pandemik dah sejak 2 tahun lepas. So tahun ni kita akan comeback. Round 1 hari tu kita dapat racing sebab semua kru kena COVID. Dan juga Macil pun kena COVID waktu sehari selepas race. So memang round 1 memang dan tak ada apa-apa lah aku kata. So untuk 3 round yang akan datang ni kita akan all out.
So Todak akan melanggar Sepang lah kiranya.
Todak akan melanggar Sepang dan insyaAllah bulan 8 kita akan ada Sepang di langgar Todak lagi, insyaAllah.
Nanti kita boleh datang berjumpa dan bergaul dengan semua geng-geng Todak.
Betul. Terima kasih.
Ya, dan ada lagi satu benda yang paling penting yang kita boleh tanyakan. Pasar raya. Cil, kampung kat mana?
Macam kampung dekat Jelebu Negeri Sembilan.
So boleh lah Mitchell shout out sikit masa broadcast ni.
Kepada kawan-kawan kat Jelebu, nantikan macam akan balik Jelebu. Okey.
Asal nak bentang karpet merah ke?
Tak, dia nak clear traffic kat highway. Dia tak nak jam.
Dan Cik nak mengambil kesempatan kat sini ucapkan terima kasih kepada Adrenaline Impact dan juga tahniah kepada tim yang menang, Blue Steel Racing dan juga Hyperboost. Geng-geng dalam Hyperboost tu Danish, Kevin, Melvin, siapa lagi, Syamil, Syahril, Zai, semua tu. Dia orang memang awesome lah bila practice sama-sama dengan diorang tu, sebab Cil baru activate Cil punya SIM 2 hari lepas. So memang dah join diorang training. Cil masih off 2 second daripada diorang. So kena nak dapatkan pace balik tu, kena hari-hari lah pace dengan diorang.
Dia nak dapatkan masa tu.
Nak dapatkan intensif training.
Memori otot.
Dah 8 bulan stop sim racing. Comeback balik. Rasa macam
saya faham Cil, saya pun sama 8 bulan dah stop tu. VR bawa CD pun tak pakai.
Itulah. Tetapi itulah dia. Michael tadi nyanyi agak suara merdu juga.
Merdu suara Michael tadi.
Itulah dapat call daripada Alang. Cil, nyanyi malam ni?
Senang cerita.
Bila perkataan Cil nyanyi malam ni, Cil, he will never say no. Okay, nyanyi, okay.
Boleh dengar bunyi kereta start. Okay, on the way. So boleh belanja sikit tak sebelum kita exit?
Okay, untuk penamat ni, Cil tak akan nyanyi solo. Kita akan nyanyi sama-sama.
Tapi saya pemalu Cil. Tengok muka dah tahu malu.
Malu apa, hari-hari komentari tak berhenti.
Dah muka dekat kamera ni, kita tak boleh cakap malu. Sebelum kita habiskan stream, all that's left for us to say is to thank all of our drivers without whom this would not have been possible. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined us today in the studio, to our director Umar Aziz, our producer Karo Alang. We have our stewards representative Alif Jantan in the studio. We'd give him a shout out there. Of course, thanks to Mika Hakimi for joining us in the studio as well, and for Michael Hafiz. I've been Max Palmer. This has been Encik Budi. We will see you all in the next stream. So, lagu apa dah?
Kita nak nyanyi, dah nak raya kan. So lagu ni daripada DJ Dave. Menjelang hari raya, kita nak kawan-kawan dekat rumah sana sama-sama menyanyi dengan kita.
Nyanyi tau.
Nyanyi. Jangan gelak.
Ni bukan main-main ni. Ni serius.
Ni serius ni. So nyanyi. Tak, yap. Ambil mic, pegang mic.
Okay, aku pegang.
Okay, nyanyi sama Menjelang hari raya, berakhirnya puasa, bergema takbir senja, menyambut Syawal tiba. Suasana riang-riang terlihat sini sana, menyelim malam raya, terhias indah rupa. Oh, cantik berseri-seri, tua dan muda berpakaian serba baru. Oh, sungguh meriahnya, miskin kaya pun turut bergema. bergembira. Budi.
Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri mulia. Semoga berbahagia, hidup aman sentosa.
Okey, korang nyanyi tak kat rumah? Ke korang gelak? Okey lah, yang kita ambil mood raya, kita raya dulu. Habis raya kita sambung balik sim racing.
Yeah, betul. So from all of us here in the studio and from all of us who've been involved in the Trumpet International Racing E-Series, it's a very, very heartfelt thank you and good night. Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri.
Jelang hari raya, berakhirnya puasa, bergema takbir senja, menyambut Syawal tiba. Suasana riang ria, terlihat sini sana,
menyeri malam raya, terhias indah rupa.
Oh, cantik berseri-seri, tua dan muda berpakaian serba baru. Oh, sungguh meriahnya, miskin kaya pun turut bergembira. Okey, Max.
Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri semua. Semoga berbahagia, hidup aman sentosa.
Okey guys, selamat Hari Raya. Maaf zahir batin kami ucapkan kepada semua pandu selamat di Hari Raya ini.
Yeah, drive safe.
Jangan ikutkan perasaan, safety first. Okey, cek dulu kenderaan anda sebelum balik ke kampung masing-masing, okey?
Yeah.
Mana yang sangkut dalam jam tu harap-harap bersabar
Yeah, betul,
Jangan
betul.
lalu-laluan kecemasan guys.
Alright, we'll see you later.
Right. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra. 15 seconds left on the clock there, and look at that. The leaders of the TCR race are in with the leaders of the Pro race, and Kelvinder Singh has just been blocked by Ayman Haziq. That was a brilliant maneuver there. Ayman Haziq not only has gone and defended from Kelvinder Singh, but he's given the position to Muhammad Taki. Taki is now right behind Ayman Haziq. The clock is done. I think the checkered flag will come out at this lap. Coming around the final corner there, Ayman Haziq is in first place. Taki's managed to steal it from Kelvinder Singh. Ayman Haziq takes it home. Taki in second place and Kelvinder Singh in third. And that is a very, very relieved Mika Hakimi there that we saw there. Ayman Haziq, the biggest smile you've ever seen on a sim racer. He is sweating away there.
LamboPlace.